What is going on, everybody? Zach RC here, and welcome back to F1 2021 Breaking Point here for episode number 9 today for the next chapter in the series, playing as Casper Akkerman. We're moving on to the Dutch Grand Prix several weeks after chapter 8. Mechanical failures and team strategy frustrations have impacted Akkerman's early races this season. With the grid now heading to Zandvoort, in Akkerman's native country of the Netherlands, he hopes that the return home will be the panacea to his recent struggles. Alright, so here we are then back in the hub for the return of the Dutch Grand Prix, Casper Akkerman's home race, if you haven't read the title. Of course, if you missed the last episode, go and check out. There'll be a card up in the top right corner for you now, and there'll be another one soon for the playlist. We're going to check out the social media and stuff here, so we're just going to scroll through in preparation for the start of the race. Oh, we've got a call coming in, and it's from Zoe, so we're going to answer that.
Zoe.
Daddy!
Hey, Lils. What have you been doing today?
I drew a picture.
Yeah? What's it a picture of?
It's a secret.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll show it to me later.
Maybe. Will you win today, Daddy?
I hope so, Lils. Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Who's your favorite racing driver?
You are.
Yeah, just checking. Can I speak to Mommy now?
No.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Lily.
Ah, that is really sweet. I do enjoy the fact they brought in like a voice actor for Casper's daughter. So we're checking through the emails now. An email from Jeff about just talking about Zandvoort in general. Just hopefully we'll have a good race there. Morgan Weston's view with an email from our PR agent Lewis Sutton again. So it can be a little bit tricky when he wants to be thinks he did a great job. And we've got an email from Zoe just saying that now that we're home, you can come back to wherever Casper lives after the race. So yeah, this one's going to be a really enjoyable one. Hope you guys stick around for the whole thing. So without further ado, we're going to get right into this race, and hopefully it'll be really enjoyable. With family in the crowd, Casper Akkerman looks to a familiar track to turn around his fortunes. Dutch Grand Prix, race day.
Hello and welcome to Zandvoort for another round of Formula One action. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. The main straight is 678 metres long and heads into turn 1, the Tarzan corner. With DRS down the main straight into the braking zone, that could be the best overtaking opportunity on the track. And so here we are, Zandvoort. If there's one thing you can guarantee, it's the incredible atmosphere these Dutch fans provide. The sea of orange shirts as much a part of the Grand Prix as the track itself. Max Verstappen, always a home favourite, but in the midfield, all eyes on AlphaTauri's Casper Akkerman. He'll be looking to turn around a poor patch of form, and what better time to do it than here, in front of his home crowd. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Bottas, Sainz, Akkerman, Fernando Alonso, and Daniel Ricciardo, Stroll, Jackson, Esteban Ocon, and Vettel, Butler, Mick Schumacher, George Russell, and Kimi Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
The crowd's all behind you today, Cass. Let's use that momentum and see what you can do out there.
So here we are now then on the grid for the start of the Dutch Grand Prix. 18 laps of the Zandvoort circuit. I'm just checking the strategy here, see if we can go any faster. Just reduce that bit of race time just a little bit. Qualified down in P8. Hopefully we'll make something of that. We got to finish on the podium today, so we'll keep that in mind as we go to 5 red lights for the Dutch Grand Prix, and we're underway. It's a bit of a gingerly getaway there. We're hoping that we don't lose place to Alonso around the outside. We've had another poor start, which seems to be a recurring theme on every F1 2021 video I've made so far. We've managed to hold on to P8 through turn 1, holding off both Ricciardo and Alonso in the process. Bottas is down in P7 there, so he'll be our first target. We're going to try and go around the outside at the left-hander. We've managed to almost get around him there. He's got the better drive off, so he's managed to hold on to P7 for the time being. So through the opening sector we come here, still in control of P8. Ricardo still not really a threat behind us for the time being. We've sort of overshot the corner a little bit. We've managed to keep it on the track. But there goes Ricardo, and we've really cut him off there. And that was a bit of an idiotic move. To be fair, I had no idea he was there. It's another recurring thing that happens every so often on these games. The fact that I spin someone out without realising I've done it until after it's happened. Nevertheless, we keep pressing on. We go around the outside of Bottas, going towards the DRS zone. Of course, no DRS available at the moment, and we could have used it there if necessary. Bottas still once again getting back traction. Going to dive up the inside of Valtteri, and we've taken the place. So P7 now ours. We've hit Carlos at the back of Carlos Sainz multiple times, basically pushing him through the corner there. So coming towards the last 2 turns here, we've run on the grass a bit. I'm going to try and keep it out of the gravel here, going through these last couple of corners. And I actually found that AI are very slow through this last corner as opposed to player, so we managed to take P6 away easily. Our next target is Carlos' teammate Charles Leclerc as we begin the second lap of today's race. Perez and Norris chasing Hamilton and Verstappen overhead, but Leclerc is our target. We'll worry about those two later on. So we're closing in now on Charles. We're going to try and go around the outside, similar to what we tried on Valtteri on lap 1. And this time we do just back at the edge. We forced him out a little bit, and that helped us big time. So up into P5 here. And towards the end of lap 2, we're going to try and go around the outside of Perez, and we've managed to succeed there. Still no DRS, but we've got a really good run off the last corner. We're going to pull to the inside of Norris as Verstappen continues to lead up ahead. And that's the purple sector 3 going into turn 1. We've taken 3rd place away from Norris, so that is our target today. We need to finish on the podium here at Zandvoort in order to complete the challenge here. So moving on further into the race now, we've reached the end of lap 5. Towards the end of lap 5, we've been chasing Lewis for the last couple of laps, and we've brought him down to being within DRS range. Just under half a second here. We continue to chase through this last couple, and through the last corner we come. I do really enjoy the bank turn here at Zandvoort, not just because I gain a lot of time, but just because it's really fun to drive. We're definitely closing in on Lewis, and we've got the DRS this time, so we could try and go for a dive going to turn 1. I've gone off the track and hit the wall there, a bit of a stupid move. Going to turn 1, that's probably cost us there. So we're still behind Lewis for the time being, so hopefully we'll be able to get around him as soon as we can. Moving further on now to the end of lap 7. The track has clouded over a little bit with no chance of rain. We're still chasing Lewis as we come through this last corner once again. Trying to go around the outside and off the corner we've come and take P2, and just like that Lewis concedes and goes into the pits, and we'll be pitting in a few laps time. And we want to start lap 8, but coming towards the end of lap 9 now is when the pit window opens for us, and in we come for our pit stop. Our first and only stop of the afternoon. There's Verstappen. Of course, the home crowd will no doubt be very pleased with 2 Dutch drivers leading the way. In we come for our stop. We're going to change onto a set of soft tyres from the mediums that we were on to start this thing. Verstappen's also changed onto a pair of softs. Perez is still out on track on mediums. We've managed to come out ahead of Lewis by the looks of things. If we can just hold on, we've lost a place of Sainz, but he's yet to pit. We've come out ahead of Lewis, and that's a positive there. So we're up into P2 permanently there, but still got to, technically we're only in a net P2, so we're going to try and close down on Sainz here for P3. He's yet to pit up the inside with the DRS, and that's exactly what we needed. We're still about 2.5 seconds behind Verstappen, so we've got work to do in that regard. And Hamilton will no doubt pass Sainz when he comes into the pits in just a moment's time, and there he goes, conceding the battle into the pit lane. And Hamilton's still chasing us down here, going in towards turn number 1. We've got 8 laps to go as Aiden comes into the pits as well. Of course, he's very much a bother to us at this point in the race, but moving further on now into the lap, we've gone way wide there, and that's going to allow Lewis to come right through and reclaim P2. So just like that, we've got work to do. Of course, we're under no threat of losing our podium place unless we do something colossally stupid and spin out in some way. But we're just battling for P2 because we want to make the Dutch fans proud and get up as high on the podium as we can. So coming back through this last corner, through the bank corner. We've hit the wall there. We've definitely scraped the front wing. That's definitely going to be some damage, but hopefully it won't be nothing too major. Got options to change the strategy on the MFDs. We set the fastest lap of the race. We're going to decline the strategy change. We managed to get back around the outside of Lewis, going into turn 1 and coming off turn 1. That's very good driving, but once again we come very close to running wide, but Lewis hits us there, and that was a bit of an unusual attack as Casper throws the hand up in frustration a bit late there, so he's still got work to do. We're still going to try and chase Lewis, but yeah, very unusual move for the AI to try and make. We're going to have DRS this time going down the straight. So out to the left hander we come, the DRS flap opens, so down the straight we come. We're going to want to try and get as close as we can to make a dive bomb going into the right hander. Freaking close, but not close enough, so that we have to stay in P3 for the time being. So off the corner we come, still chasing Lewis now. We're still under half a second behind. Going through these last couple of corners now, we've run a bit wide there, definitely off our line, but once again the bank turn really helping us. Around the outside of Hamilton we go, and that is P2 secure once again. And we're now focused on stopping Verstappen up front, but try as we might, we are unable to do so to come to the last couple of corners of the race here. Perez jumped up into P3, but Hamilton's down in 4th, and it's going to be P2 for us. We come to this last corner now to confirm it. Verstappen wins the race. We're going to come home for 2nd place in front of Casper's home crowd, and that was a very, very enjoyable race indeed.
Yes, 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 we're on the podium. Good job this weekend, great drive, thank you.
What a race for Casper Akkerman, proving the naysayers wrong with an emphatic performance. He'll be delighted by that podium finish.
Well, we all know he can do it. It's just been a while since he has. Great race from Akkerman and some much needed points for AlphaTauri.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
A podium finish today, Casper, here in front of your home crowd. How does it feel?
Well, my family's here today, my wife and my daughter, so I'm delighted I was able to have a good race for them. It means the world to have them here, and I think I would have been miserable tonight if I didn't have a good race, which wouldn't have been fun for anyone. So yeah, I'm really happy.
And the fastest lap too today. Is that something you expected?
It's realistically not something you think you're going to get too often, so no, I can't say we expected it. But it's certainly a welcome surprise. Every point counts, so come the end of the season, we might be more grateful for it than we realize.
How is everything in AlphaTauri? Are spirits high? Is the team happy?
Yes, of course. We've had a bit of a bumpy start, but we're looking to rectify that, and thankfully we got a lot of races left, so we're looking forward to the season ahead. But the only thing you can ever really focus on is the next race. So that's what I'll be looking to do.
Thank you for your time.
Casper Akkerman put on a virtuoso performance at the Dutch Grand Prix with a podium finish in front of the home fans. Dutch Grand Prix post-race.
Hey man, great race today.
Thanks.
Nice one, Casper. Can't argue with that performance. Shame your teammate couldn't bring himself to congratulate you.
Nah, well, he's just a kid.
Well, kid who's getting signed by Red Bull.
So they say.
Never gonna happen.
No?
You keep a secret?
Yeah, sure.
I've been approached.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Keep it under your hat, but talks are going well. So you're gonna have to get on with Jackson for a little while longer.
Yeah, well, we get on fine.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah?
I was chatting with one of your mechanics. He had some very interesting things to say about Jackson. You know what his problem is, don't you?
Go on.
Thinks you're getting too old. Says you're not fast enough anymore.
Too old?
Hey, mate, his words, not mine. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. See, he should respect you like I do. Great race out there today, buddy. Yeah? Ciao.
Alright, so that was another good cutscene there at the end of another good race as Casper silences his critics in the roundup at Zandvoort. We achieved the podium finish like they wanted us to, so this could be the start of the road to recovery for us drivers here at AlphaTauri, and continue to look through the social media once again back at the career hub to keep on going down. But there we go, we got a call coming in from Zoe, so we're going to answer that real quick.
Hey,
Hey, Lily's dancing in the garage. It's hilarious. Can you come?
just catching up on a few things.
Sure. Hey, I booked us a restaurant for tonight.
What about Lily?
Your mother's happy to take care of her.
Great, then I can't wait.
Reason to celebrate, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Zoe. See you later.
Bye.
Alright, so it was actually Zoe on the phone for once and not Lily, so we've made progress there. And she's got a restaurant booked for tonight, which is quite nice. We've got another call coming in here, and this one's from Aiden, so we're going to answer that one as well.
Yeah?
Casper, I missed you just now.
What do you want?
I just wanted to say congratulations for today. That was some race.
I'm busy, Aiden.
Oh, sure.
Bye.
Well, that was a bit frosty there from Casper there, but because Aiden's just trying to be nice for once. But yeah, that's going to be where we leave it for today, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out this video I'm recommending for you here. And remember to check out the playlist as well. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.